All right. So, how many moringa plants do you need to feed your chicken almost free? Your chicken or rabbits or any other livestock almost free? Well, the good news is that the research is already out there. There are scholarly articles by graduate students, right? They have fed chicken on 90%, sometimes 100% moringa, and they have had very good results. Now, uh, for the rabbit experiment, the rabbits that were fed 95% moringa and 5% hay, they actually grew faster. They had a faster growth rate than the ones on expensive pellets. The only downside was that the ones fed on moringa, um, because moringa is very dense in protein. Moringa is the only plant that has all nine essential amino acids um, for humans, right? And it made the rabbit meat so lean. Okay, it made the rabbit meat so lean that it didn't have uh, enough fat on it. Rabbit meat already doesn't have fat on it. So here's the thing. With chicken, a similar experiment, and it really it took over the protein needs. They didn't need to add any soybean. They didn't need to add anything else. Chicken got all the protein they need, all the vitamins they needed. It just needed a little bit more energy. So my theory is that if you have enough moringa plants, right, and then you use that as 90% of your feed, and your other 10% could be grain or whatever else, you could almost feed your animals for free. And it's not just a theory, it's been done. The only problem is that most people start it and then they realize that they could sell moringa supplements for a lot more money, and they just go that route. And I do understand them, um, but this is something I'm very passionate about, and I think this can change the path of a lot of developing countries. When they learn they can produce their own fodder for free, I think it's more important than uh, you know making a couple thousand off of selling supplements. So I'm undertaking this experiment in my backyard. I'm growing different types of moringa. I have chickens and rabbits, and I'm going to have my own experiments going on. I have my own control groups. I'm going to have different groups that I feed the different feed mixtures that I make. I'm going to make 3 different kinds of feed from moringa, and it's my backyard, but it could change a lot of things, because there are places in the world like Ghana, where I'm originally from, where this tree grows wild. It's everywhere, right? They use it for diabetes and a few other things. That's about it. They make teas with it. They don't even use the seeds. The oil from the seeds never goes rancid. They you don't understand. The oil from the seed regenerates skin. It gets rid of wrinkles. Let me not even go there. People who have arthritis and stuff like that, they've reported great results, but I'm more interested in the nutrient content, right? And also the possibility um, of feeding animals with this. What this would do is that it will cut down on a lot of waste, okay, and a lot of dependency on places that produce all this expensive feed that take all our money. Okay, I think I'm talking a little bit too much. So just to show you how my experiment is going, I have nursed a lot of seeds, okay, and let's see. All right, so these are some of my nurse seeds. Some of these, cat not included. Some of these, all these will be taken out of here and replanted. Once I get the funds together, I'm going to purchase some good soil, and then I will be replanting some of these seeds. All right. I have already started planting some of these seeds in my garden, which I'm going to show you here in a second, because I'm trying to create a little bit of a microclimate in my garden. All right, so this looks just like tomatoes, right? Okay, but if you look closely, I just planted a little moringa down there. There's another moringa on the other side of the bed. Here's another moringa on this side of the bed. Again, you see the moringa right at the end of the bed. There's one in the middle, one on the other end. The goal is that when this moringa starts to grow, it will create a little bit of a microclimate, right? And this microclimate is going to stop me from using shade cloth, right? For my garden when it gets really hot over here. I'm in the Houston area and it gets very hot, and creating this microclimate is going to stop me from using the shade cloth. And then I will have multiple moringa trees growing in the garden as well, which I could use for different things. You know, we could eat it ourselves, make the animal feed and everything else. You see these pots, they all have moringa in them. The problem with moringa is that it doesn't like wet soil, and so I'm trying to elevate them as much as I can. See, more moringa, moringa everywhere. There's some back there, but I plant other things too, collard greens, broccoli, and all that. So yeah, all right, before we go, I want you to say goodbye to my chickens, and they are also going to enjoy some of this moringa as soon as it's ready.